I pledge allegiance
and to the republic for which it
stands,
one nation,
under
under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, that's good.
And as always, we appreciate our veterans, and we thank you all for your service, because otherwise we wouldn't be able to be here doing what we are doing. Chairman's additions or unforeseen 48 hours. I don't have anything.
Madam Chair, I just want to let you know that we are live on channel.
Is that as of now, or will that include all of our technical difficulties?
No, probably just a few minutes ago. I just got the message from Hartley. So
thank you, Chad. I appreciate that. And I don't have additional remarks for this evening. We're here just to try to get a vote on one of the issues that is time sensitive. And with that, I'm going to turn the meeting over to Chaz.
The reason why I'm very much aware of the COVID-19 situation, there has been some concern in regards to the what type of relief that certain individuals are able to have. As a housing authority, I have been in partnership. There is a COVID-19 synopsis on this is it's a rental assistance for families in transition or family Massachusetts rental voucher program. These are two major programs. Section 8. It's not really Section 8, but it's called the voucher programs. Is if somebody the selectmen had talked about this in their meeting last Tuesday, and I had asked our liaison if they could maybe put a bookmark in for us. I'm asking you to appoint myself and Lori or anybody else that wants to come, put on their schedule. So I'll just wait for that, and then we'll go on from there, Lori.
Yeah, that's going to be well, we could have it as a joint meeting. Certainly my intent would be to be there. I'm going to ask a couple of questions that maybe others would want to know. Okay. One, is it only for transition, or is it assistance for people who are not working or only part-time, and does it complement their does it supplement some of the seeking housing?
Well, no, it's actually if you are unable to pay your rent or have not been able to pay your rent, it's a payment that goes directly to the landlord. tell them be administer participants depending upon what their financial situation is. They could be given 80% of what you're in arrears on. Some could be 50% of what you're in arrears from. It's all cost basis. Much like the housing also, Lori, it is on a lottery type basis. First come, first serve, and they're going to draw whoever's there. It's not first come, first serve. It's everybody apply to a deadline. When they reach the deadline, people that
we, the Townsend Housing Authority, are not going to be administering this.
No.
We're only going to apply for it so that people in our area could then avail themselves of applying for it.
The reason why I was that I need to set up our trust fund ASAP, like last Tuesday. And being is the funds that are coming from the state have to go into an account that is not much.
So wouldn't that mean that I think funds are distributing them, right? But then if it is in our trust, will it then be the selectmen or who's, I guess, taking the money from that trust and then distributing it?
It would be the people who administer it would be telling us, hang on, I'm letting people in. And this is Veronica I'm letting in.
Okay.
The administration of this will be telling us the further details of it, but we do have to bottom line what it is. I have sent Lori 2 different organizations that I have gotten their name from other towns that do this particular program to say that they do a really good job for the administration portion of it. The thing is that we funds for it as a municipality. It's just we get the money in, we hold it in the trust fund, and the trading agent people find us. It would be Sheila's. I'm letting Sheila in right now.
I bet it's $125 or something like that, set up. And I also refer to that in the email. Sorry.
So while that's happening, Sheila, I just want to catch you up a little bit on what's going on. We called an emergency meeting because I need to get a vote from the board to allow me to go to the Board of Selectmen meeting on Tuesday. Okay. What's happening is I'm looking to set up a short-term ERA, an emergency rental assistance program through Townsend. In order to do that, we would need to have our trust set up. We've already got the approval from the town to set up a trust. We just need to get town council to get that trust set up. As far as that's concerned, that should happen pretty much in short order. We shouldn't really need to wait too much longer. The next thing that happens is that we're looking to partner with an agency that'll because we don't have the something like this. So I've sent a couple of agencies, local agencies that other towns around us have used for this to we would need to, are you familiar with the
Well, only that they're going to be the distributors of it, and so I'm not sure if there's one. Is there one in Fitchburg that we can go through, or
we can?
I thought there was
there's a raft in Fitchburg. There's also
Worcester.
There's one in Worcester, right? And the
so really you go to town meeting to get them to allow you to.
Yeah, we already did that. We have the town meeting vote to create the trust.
Well, we got to. What she's saying is we now physically.
She's on mute.
Oh,
There you go, Veronica.
There we go.
I'm on, but I am here only as the liaison, so I can
Right.
listen, but I
Okay.
cannot participate.
so I'm just letting you know as a selectman and our liaison that it's been a week and I have not heard a response from Adam regarding the write-up of the trust.
So Sheila, what exactly does that entail when it goes for a trust? It's basically we have to set up articles of when
How the trust is distributed, purpose of the trust, how it is funded if the need no longer how it is. things like that. But what I was thinking is, it seemed to me that you had some form of trust, that it didn't, I don't think it encompassed the third parcel, but I thought that was, I mean, there should be a fairly good boilerplate, I guess, which is what I'm saying. So I don't know, though, if this trust would need to be established for shortages of money versus the other trusts were established in order to create housing. I don't know if they have to have a different purpose for it. That's the part, and maybe you and I can talk to that it knew more than Brian O'Connor, the one that I had sent the information from. But maybe we could set up a conference with Rory, because the Groton Townsend Housing Authority person, and she was saying how they have their trust. So it might not be a bad idea to look. Yeah.
Okay. April has some kind of something set up as well. They have a housing authority. According to what I'm understanding from my other colleagues in the state, is that the having regionalized, working with another town, your chances are much better of getting the funding.
Oh, okay. So, all right. So maybe we could bring them in then and see how, because I'm thinking if there is a trust established that they have, I don't see why you couldn't mirror image the same trust. And then I don't know how the collaboration would work as far as the multiple housings, but I'd be happy to work on that tomorrow. Fran is pretty knowledgeable too. So she, and she's an attorney. So
and I'd love to be able to sit down with her at some point to be able to see what she could do to help me out for a lot of other issues that we're doing too. Yeah, she is really knowledgeable,
very knowledgeable. So I think we still, I don't think it's a bad idea to get the vote to get town council to actually do the work. As Laura said, they haven't responded quickly. So I don't know if every single town they represent is asking them for the same thing right now, and that could be. But maybe we could work it out by borrowing the language from somebody else who's done it. And
on the Mass Housing Partnership website, it has program guidelines, application, and participation agreements. And I'm wondering if that maybe on their site they have something like that as well, helping us to set up a trust. Because according to what I have found out is that in order for you to get these funds, you have to have a trust set up.
It says that there. Okay.
It's one
Brian
of the requirements.
Didn't think so, but I'm like, I don't know what the vehicle would be without that. Okay.
I can't find it off the top of my head, but it's I know that some of them you have to be an ERA program currently working. You need to be established through CHAPA and through DHCD. So if these agencies, because it's called, it also, the state and federal responses through CHAPA's COVID-19 affordable pipeline that goes directly through.
Okay. So then the question is, then comes back to, is the language that we already had on the initial trust, that was the trust that gave the land to the housing authority, if there's something from that we can copy, but maybe not, because that was more devoted to the serving the poor thing. So we're going to need brand spanking new language probably, but let's reach out to Fran Stanley tomorrow and see what they're using. And
Okay, I
we
just
can
found what I was looking
piggyback.
for. It said affordable housing trust funds. If your community has adopted a municipal affordable housing trust, you can allocate funds for rental assistance serving low to moderate income
Okay, good. Well,
households.
you've already had them adopt it. You just
Yeah.
now have to do the physical document. Yeah.
Correct.
So, and I can just, I'll also reach out to Roy O'Hanlon tomorrow anyway and just see if they've got some sample ones of the types of trusts.
Just a template for that.
Now we had in that trust there would have to be a board as well, correct? Set
Well,
up a board of
Yeah, I
directors.
think so because it's a charitable trust. And then the other thing, I don't know, and this is something town council could probably answer, but when it's a charitable trust, I don't know if there's some additional involvement where you have to bring it through the Attorney General's office, or because they manage all charitable trusts. So I can find that out from Rory O'Hanlon.
Okay.
And we should find out, well, I wrote in the email to Adam that we do have an existing bank account for the Townsend Housing Authority.
So that has a separate tax ID as Townsend Housing Authority. I mean, it's tax exempt, but I guess I'm wondering how the account's set up.
It was a long time ago when Michelle Cannon was chairman. I mean, a long time ago. So it might be more than 10 years ago for sure, maybe even 15.
Yeah, because I don't know if, if it's like a 501c3. I mean, I don't want to have, create a 501c3.
Yeah, I don't think we set up anything, but I'll find out what we have.
Okay.
And what about MRPC? Have you heard that they have regional funding for, didn't know if they also had housing?
Okay, I can check what's going on. I always get mail from them, but it's usually telling me there's a meeting that I can't make. So.
I can check them. I'll check MRPC and I'll check with them
All right.
tomorrow.
Okay. And I'll talk to Rory O'Hanlon about the issue of if there are sample trusts and if there's any AG involvement.
And Adam. Okay. So then I think if the board has any more questions, that the board allow us to either have a joint meeting or just Chaz and myself to have a meeting with the selectmen on the 1st.
I make that motion for a joint meeting or with town council with the.
No, this would be with the
what's the board?
selectmen
Okay, I'm sorry. To have a meeting with the Board of Selectmen on September 1st, either a joint meeting with them. How's that supposed to be phrased? I apologize.
Okay.
Okay, I do make the motion to go in front of the BOS Board of Selectmen on September 1st to present the trust information to them. Chaz and Lori, if I may.
Is there a second?
Second.
Do we want to do the joint meeting, Lori? I think let's just do a joint meeting to be safe.
If everybody decides to be there, then
Yeah,
it's
and I don't
okay.
want an open meeting law violation.
Oh,
so.
God. No.
Never know.
Okay. You're right. Yeah.
And I know, is Veronica still on?
Yeah.
Okay, so my question to Veronica. There's a time slot set aside.
I don't know. I requested an agenda item, but I don't know what they've done with the agenda. So
Okay.
I'm sorry. No.
Stan?
Yes.
Okay.
If I need to rearrange my schedule, okay.
In the second, right?
Yes. Well,
Okay.
I have a second. And
Okay.
hearing no further discussion, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Point of order, we need to have a roll call.
Right.
Okay.
Courtney, yes.
Chad Sexton-Duranian, yes.
Laura Schifrin, yes. So that passes. Yep. And so the only other thing I'd prefer to help with Hartley and also give good training for some student that and everything else on our agenda is to be tabled.
I'll send you.
Okay, good.
I make a
Is there a
motion to
second?
adjourn.
All those in favor, roll call.
Courtney,
Chad
yes.
Sexton-Duranian,
Laura
yes.
Schifrin, yes. Thank you, everyone, for attending. It's nice to
Thanks, Sheila. Thanks,
Thank you
Veronica.
all. Hopefully I'll
Thank
be
you.
seeing you all soon.
All right,
Okay.
Sheila, I'll talk to you
Bye.
tomorrow.
Yeah.